is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. One of my sponsors, Steel Supplements. Link discount code down in the description. You also know, talk about it all the time. My Glance LED pin comment has the best price. Will change the way you play video games, watch sports, movies, whatever it is that you do, because it's going to keep you up to date at a glance. NFL, MLB, NASCAR, UFC. Don't care about sports? That's fine. It's still got you covered with news, weather, stocks, all subscription free. At a glance will literally be one of your best purchases of the year, unlike Madden 25. And I've already seen your comments. Oh my God! This guy wants a perfect football game, and this game's got team celebrations. You guys hyperventilate in these comments, falling in love with this game. This game is awful. This may be the worst Madden we've ever seen. And I mean that because they sold you garbage. I'm going to show you not one, not two, three plays. 3 plays that highlight broken logic, them blatantly lying to us when selling us a product. There's no dispute. That's why I can do this every year. Let's start by talking about DeForest Buckner, one of the greatest tackles in the game. So just keep that in your mind. We're going to take a look at this corner right here, and we're going to understand elementary programming. We're going to know, in hindsight, that Watson turns the corner here. And to be fair, that's what he should be doing. But how he turns this corner is what we need to focus on, the scripting of this game, because you see, this corner loves office space. He protected that O at all costs, because that is how basic this programming is. Understand, here he is. He is going to run back to his zone, or this O, and stand there. And he is going to continue to stand there no matter what happens until the elementary programming in this game takes effect. So here we see, runs back, hits the O, stands in the O, and waits. And what is he waiting for? Well, if you've played this game or you know this game, you understand that what he's waiting for is the player to cross the line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what happens. As Watson hits the line of scrimmage, he is then going to react accordingly and run. But at this point, the play is over. Now, I know some of you are going to wonder why I talked about Buckner in the beginning of this play. And I want to showcase to you why I did that. Because if you know football, you know that inches mean a lot. So when you go back and you look right here at this footwork, this is critical to scripting this play, giving up this touchdown. All of a sudden, the fact that he is kind of pitter-pattering his feet, giving up a stride and a half, if not 2 full strides, play a critical role. And the fact that he can't make this angle back up despite being really 10 yards ahead of the quarterback when he starts running. Now, as a user, I'm trying to correct this. A lot of times you're trying to correct it as the user in Madden, whatever the issue may be. I'm the linebacker there that just got pancaked. I'm assuming when I switch, I'm going to be given DeForest Buckner, but this game has started to have issues giving you the wrong player. I am instead given this safety. And I actually run out of the play and dive, assuming I was Buckner, because the game's logic, just to show you, I expected to be given that player. Instead, I was given this player. How does that make any sense? Why would I be given the player furthest away from the ball carrier unless Buckner didn't matter in this play because the game had already, in a sense, programmed him out? From Buckner standing still to the safety standing still, there's nothing you can really do to prevent a touchdown when a game hinders you this much. But I know all some of you care about is this right here, right? To a lot of you, all that matters is the celebrations. It's the fact that they added new cutscenes. That makes the game new and fresh. Let's talk about tackling. We're going to talk about 2 examples, and this one is a little bit detailed. So I want you to first watch Franklin here, number 44, very good linebacker. I want you to understand that Franklin is about to get blocked. Okay, he is going to get, in my opinion, blocked to a point he should be out of the play. His back is to the ball carrier. If you watch football, you see this all the time. Instead, he turns so that he can be put into a tackle animation. And the tackle animation is very, very special because, as you could see, Barkley was actually coming out of a tackle animation. This is why we've asked for real-time physics, because in real-time physics, Barkley gets out of this, and he should as an explosive back. Watch the footwork here. Just like we saw with Buckner, it's very subtle. But now that you've seen it, you can watch the play all together. Comes up, skips over, then gets pulled into another tackle animation. It's a broken game. We have asked them to fix this for years. Either add enough animations to where the game works, or stop selling us animation-based gameplay disguised as having some type of physics, because this is not physics-based tackle. Point proven. Take a look at this gang tackle. Physics-based tackle here, right? Just like you saw before. No, animation-based tackle. There are 4 Colts here. 4 Colts. Only one of them can actually make the tackle. You have to understand why. Because only one of them gets the tackle animation. So the other 3 end up doing nothing. Turning around, falling out of the play, standing still. In my opinion, this is all setting up for next year, where they will reintroduce gang tackling. They will know that as a gamer, you will have seen very much enough of this type of gameplay, and you will demand that we get away from single-based animations, where ball carrier, tackler combine. That animation plays out, and that is it. They will understand that they should have a branching system that allows the ball carrier to branch into multiple animations and carry them over. They will then have to record those animations. They will then tell you, we added, 5, 6, 7,000 animations to this game. Don't think this is the first time that I've done this. I called them putting Rugrats into the game a few years ago. The reality is, we're asking for a simulation football game. We're asking for a game worthy of the NFL Shield, being the only NFL football simulation. What we are getting continues to be a digital slot machine of animations that plays out and unfortunately puts players in a position where the better player, the higher rated player, if we go into Ultimate Team thought process, is going to get the better animations, which directly means the more you grind out playing the game, or the more you spend opening packs, the higher your likelihood of getting a better player is. But you're truly not getting a better player, you're just getting a player that is going to be less hindered by broken animations, or possibly have more animations available to him, thus making him more effective. This is why we've asked EA Sports to focus on getting an actual game that functions properly together first, and then implement everything else. Because the game is broken, and no matter how much you layer on top, no matter how much you sell as hit sticks, if the tackling at its core won't work, if the defense can't pursue to the ball carrier, then what happens when they get there becomes less and less relevant, because in many cases, like I showed you in the first play, they might not get there in the first place. Or it might put you on a player you're not expecting, and you're going to run off the other way. This game happens very fast. You only have a few seconds to react. If you don't get assigned to the player that you're expecting, you're not going to have enough time to reassign yourself to another player and then react accordingly. And the player shifting was a huge issue in NCAA football, which they had plenty of time to address but never did, because that is EA's capstone. Putting out a broken game, promising solutions, selling you a better product, and then delivering you Madden 24.2. And that's all this game is. It's all this game ever will be. But to some of you, it has new celebrations, new cutscenes, and that means it's the best game ever. But because of that, I also know the gameplay behind it makes sure I will always be able to say, I'll be back in the week with more commentary.